Namaskaram Andi. Welcome to TSAT, which is a good initiative by Telangana government for skill development among all scholars. So today we are going to talk about pedagogy of botany, which is included in the syllabus of junior lecturers entrance examination. Myself, I am Dr. Shalini Devi from Department of Microbiology of 𝗵𝗵𝗂 College. Hello everyone. So before starting with the subject topic, I will tell you a small story. So long back in a zoology class, let me say in a biological sciences class, a professor brought an egg into the class of students, right? He placed the egg at the corner of the classroom and asked students to observe the egg. The students were observing the egg with lot of curiosity throughout the day, and at the end of the day, the students were keenly observing the egg, and they were surprised why the professor have asked them to observe it. At the end of the day, they could see that a small bird was coming out of the egg, but the students at the same time they realized that the bird was struggling a lot to break the egg and come out, to break the shell of the egg and come out. So the students they just went near the egg and they broke the shell and helped the little bird to come out of it. To their surprise, within minutes the bird was dead. They immediately ran to their professor and they informed him. The professor came to the class and told the students that because they have helped the bird in breaking the shell, the bird could not gain the enough energy which actually it gains naturally while breaking the shell, while it comes out of the shell. So the professor must have simply told the students that if they are dependent on someone, they can get only short term benefits, but if they try to grow on themselves, or if they try something independently and succeed, that gives them long term benefits. Instead of telling this small sentence in the class, he tried to explain this from giving an egg or showing this little bird to them practically. I can say this is a kind of pedagogy of teaching. Than simply telling a sentence, than simply telling the subject, the method of teaching is pedagogy. Hope you all understand why I told this story and what I am speaking about. This is all about the topic of today's session, that is pedagogy of botany. Before talking more and more about the syllabus included in the pedagogy of botany, let me first tell you what is pedagogy. Pedagogy, especially pertaining to pedagogy in biological sciences, or pedagogy in botany, or pedagogy in zoology. Pedagogy is the science and art of teaching. Let me tell you, it is the science and art of teaching the subject to the students. Let me divide this definition into two. The first part as science of teaching, the second part as art of teaching. The science of the subject, students can gain from any of the sources, may it be from the books, may it be from the internet, may it be from the video lectures, etc., etc. We have so many sources to gain subject knowledge in these days. But coming to the second part of the definition, that is art of teaching, here lies the importance of the teacher. The teacher will understand the psychology of the student so as to explain a particular topic to a student. See, explaining the same topic will be different to different students usually, depending on the psychology of the student, depending on the understanding levels of the students, depending on the choice of the student. So, pedagogy is the science and art of teaching. The science of teaching, where the teacher requires the subject knowledge, strong hold on the subject. The art of teaching is nothing but applying different methods using various techniques to deliver the content to the student, which only a teacher can do. I feel introducing this subject as a part of syllabus is really very important because the aspirants of junior lecturer post should need to have these abilities very much. That is, they should inculcate the pedagogical skills before they become a very good lecturer or before they become a very good teacher. Now, moving on to our syllabus, that is Pedagogy in Biological Sciences, Pedagogy of Botany, which is included in paper 2 of our syllabus. Let us have a look of the syllabus, as well as I will also talk about how to prepare for each topic in this particular syllabus. Before you people start your preparation, you need to have 3 important things with you. The first one is, please do collect all the biological science textbooks starting from 5th class. The updated textbooks. Nowadays the textbooks are coming basing on National Education Policy (NEP), which are designed in a very good way, basing on outcome based education. So I think before you start your preparation for this particular pedagogy topic, I suggest you all to refer all the modern textbooks, especially the textbooks from 5th class to 12th class, which were released for this academic year, especially for 23-24 academic year. Very good set of textbooks were released by different publications. You may refer any of the publication, whichever you like. So have these set of textbooks with you. The second thing is, you also have a material, you also buy or get a material maybe from internet or from a bookstore related to your syllabus, that is Pedagogy of Botany or Pedagogy in Biological Sciences. The third important, the most important thing is, have the old question papers related to your subject. I told you about 3 important things to have before you actually start your preparation. The first one is, collect the textbooks from 5th class till 12th class of the subject Biological Sciences, maybe CBSE or state syllabus. The second is, have some material which can cover all your syllabus given for your JL preparation. The third is, do collect old question papers related to your written examination, whatever you are going to face in coming up days. Then talking about the first topic given under your syllabus, the nature of biological sciences, its historical development, including the contributions of important biologists given in school textbooks. That's why I was asking you to have school textbooks with you, which are really informative. Then importance of biological sciences in school curriculum. Coming to the nature of biological sciences and historical development, including contributions, where you need to study about different scientists and their contributions to the biological sciences. Here I think there will be no much method based learning, because much pertaining to the scientists and their contributions will be more of memorizing level. Okay, here you can go with some attending the quiz and all, so that you can solve the questions very quickly. It is very important to note down the discoveries of different scientists and the name of the scientists. So this is very important for our first topic. Also, whenever we talk about the pedagogy it is more about applying common science to your subject knowledge. You will have lot of subject knowledge, right? everyone whoever is preparing for this examination, we will have subject knowledge, but here when we talk about pedagogy, it's more of common sense about how you can deliver that subject knowledge to your students in a very easy way and in a very understandable way, moving to the level of the students. So, you can use actually more techniques. During our discussion, even I will talk about 2 or 3 techniques which we can apply, especially in the area of biological sciences. So, this is our first topic, where historical developments and contributions of important biologists. I suggest you all to make a chart where you have list of scientists and their contributions. Also, please read about different abbreviations, like what is the abbreviations of ICRISAT, what is the abbreviation of CCMB, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, what is the full form of NIN, National Institute of Nutrition, National Institute of Oceanography, NIO, all these important topics you need to refer. The second topic given in the syllabus is values, aims, objectives of teaching biological sciences. So, what kind of bits or what kind of questions can we expect from this topic? They can list different objectives, like the objective of teaching biological sciences is to enrich their intellectual about the environment, can be one option. The second option can be so as to grow in their career. The third option can be so that they can interrelate biological sciences subject with other subjects. The other option can be this is for their future studies, or this is for their future examinations. Something like that questions can be asked. So, you have to be very clear about what are the objectives of teaching biological sciences. Objectives of teaching biological sciences will not be only to deliver the content related to biological sciences. It can be also in how to interrelate or how to interconnect biological sciences with many other subjects. Say for example, physics, chemistry. So, nowadays we have very emerging subjects like biochemistry, we have another well emerging subject like biophysics, where we have interrelationships of biology along with physics, where we have interrelationship between biological processes and the chemical processes, which includes biochemistry. So, in this way, the values, aims and objectives of teaching biological sciences, need not to confine only about biological sciences. Remember that nowadays it is spreading, like it has become an interrelated subject, or more of interdisciplinary subject areas are more being explored. Then the third topic is child development, psychology of teaching and learning biological sciences. So, let us take a very simple topic. For photosynthesis, photosynthesis is a topic which we teach even from 4th class, 5th class till degree PG level, we keep on teaching photosynthesis. But how can we teach the same photosynthesis with in the case of a pedagogy, or with a different method? How can we teach it so that the child can remember for a very long period of time without much effort? So, we teach photosynthesis saying that photosynthesis requires carbon dioxide, it requires water and it requires sunlight. All these three are very important essential factors for a plant to do photosynthesis, right? So, when we talk about teaching pedagogy, taking this photosynthesis topic as an example, we can take 4 plants where one plant is kept as control plant, which can be supplied with water, sunlight and carbon dioxide. The second plant should be supplied only with water and sunlight, and you should take care that it doesn't receive carbon dioxide. The third plant should receive only water but not the other two factors. The fourth plant should receive only sunlight but not the other two factors. So, let the child look at these 4 plants every day, and maybe after 2-3 days the child will understand that all these 3, I mean carbon dioxide, water and sunlight, are essential factors for photosynthesis to occur. So, this is a pedagogy where the student is doing the experiment and learning the fact. So, if you simply teach this fact on a blackboard, the child may not remember for a long time or may not see it at the application level. But if you are teaching in this way, the child will remember this lifelong, and even his thoughts will be provoked to think it in a even at application level. So, this is just an example. So, you are all teachers or you are all going to be prospective teachers where you can think of different methodologies to explain various concepts. So, I tell you here again, the technique we implement, the technique, the pedagogical tool we use will be different for different concepts to explain. It also differs with the kind of students, the group of students to whom we are explaining this. So, basing on this, the teacher should decide the pedagogical tool which has to be applied. Why I am telling all this for your examination preparation is, a question can be asked like, they can give you a particular topic in biological science and they can give you options to choose which will be the best pedagogical tool or which will be the best method to explain a particular topic. Then you should have enough thinking ability, you should have enough thought process to select a particular pedagogical method so as to explain a particular topic in biological sciences. Then moving on to the next topic, the fourth topic, biological sciences curriculum, construction, organization and development. A teacher, a good teacher, just it's not enough to just have subject knowledge. It's not just enough to have the ability to choose good method in delivering their lecture. They should also have sound knowledge to design curriculum of their own subject. They should organize the curriculum in such a way that it will reach the students, it will really enhance the caliber of the student, it will really upgrade the caliber of the student or the abilities of the student. So, for this, what a teacher should have, what basic skill or what basic things a teacher should have so as to design a very good curriculum. Again, the first thing is very good subject knowledge, good hold on the subject. The second thing is not just hold on the subject, you should be also able to read the research that is going on in that particular field. The textbooks whatever are written, or maybe they are 10 years old or they are 5 years old, but remember my dear prospective teachers or my dear teachers that the technological world is getting updated every minute. Whatever I have thought yesterday may not be correct today. So that to be a very good teacher or to become an updated teacher, to reach your children's fastness of this today's world, or to construct a very good curriculum, you should be updated with the research that is going on in your particular field. In the basic biological sciences, what kind of research is going on in day-to-day life. One good example for this is even before 2 months or 3 months back, till then we all had a question of whether egg is first or hen is first. but we all know that in the past few months, in the recent months, this was cracked by scientists, and scientists have published a research paper on egg is first or hen is first. To come out of this suspense, you please read the research paper. I am not going to reveal the facts given in the paper right now, but now you can't go to class and tell to students that egg is first or hen is first. We don't know, so we have to be updated. So when we get updated, I think we will be able to construct a very good curriculum, we will be able to organize a very good curriculum, and we can also develop the curriculum basing on the recent developments, because we always should give the updated information, updated knowledge to our students. Because we all know that these days students are not just dependent on the teacher, not just dependent on the textbooks, they do have lot of information from internet. So we have to be there in pace with them. Moving on to our fifth topic given in the syllabus, approaches, methods and techniques of teaching biological sciences with reference to living world, cells and tissues, plant world, animal world, our environment around us, heredity, genetics, evolution and applied biology. Again here approaches, methods and techniques. So here how can we expect the questions related to this particular topic? Means they can ask you in our environment, day to day global warming is increasing. What can be the consequences of this global warming? Right? What can be the consequences of this global warming? How it is going to affect the diversity of animals? How it is going to affect the diversity of plants and diversity of microorganisms? So if the global warming increases day by day, can we expect any other new diseases coming up? So all these facts we should know before we go for our exam. Right. Coming to the approaches, methods and techniques of teaching biological sciences. Here again I want to tell you one small example. As a biological science teacher or as a botany teacher, you want to tell your students that potato contains lot of starch, right? So instead of simply giving this statement in the class, you can take few drops of iodine and you can apply it onto boiled potato, where the boiled potato will turn its color to dark bluish color, which indicates presence of starch. So this is a kind of experimental method again to teach better. This the students will not forget at all. Another example, let me tell you, we all say that milk contains good amount of protein, that is casein protein. Instead of again giving this statement simply in the class, you can conduct a simple test for presence of protein in a sample. That is, you can add the reagent, concerned reagent, maybe biuret reagent we can add, and we can show the color change and explain it. So this is again a pedagogical tool. Not just by experimentation you need to show pedagogical tools or you need to explain a concept. You can also arrange some games, you can also arrange some quiz, you can also arrange some kind of seminars where it will be more of student centric methods has to be adapted, so that the content, the subject will reach to the students in a better way. And even the students will get involved in the class where they can enjoy the class, where they can enjoy learning. Happy learning it will be actually. The next topic, the sixth topic given in the syllabus is planning for effective instruction in biological sciences, different plans and designing learning experiences. Okay. So planning for effective instruction, what is this? Say for example, you are given a class of 50 minutes and you are asked to teach a particular topic in biological science. How do you teach this topic in the class? Are you going to take the whole 50 minutes to simply teach the topic? Or are you going to introduce the topic in first 10 minutes? Explain the importance of this topic in the next 5 minutes? Then explain what exactly is the topic, is the concept, maybe for next 15-20 minutes? And last 5 to 10 minutes you can ask the students where they can apply this knowledge in their day-to-day life, or if they can give any innovative ideas to apply this topic, or if they can use this somewhere else, or if they can interconnect this topic to any other subjects, like this. So it can be an interactive session for last 10 to 15 minutes in the class. This is what is called as planning of effective instruction. So here again, what kind of bits we can expect is, in the question paper you may be given a particular topic related to biological science, and you may be asked to prepare a particular instruction plan, to prepare a particular lesson plan to deliver that subject, that topic in a very better way, right? So that what kind of preparation we can do for this is, you can randomly pick 4 or 5 topics and make your own effective instruction plan at your home, so that if any other topic is also given, you can use the same methodology for answering this question. Moving on to the 7th topic, learning resources, designing instructional material in biological sciences, biological science labs, teaching aids, textbooks and ICT in biological sciences. Learning resources. Students are of different types. Few students, they will simply listen in the class and they can understand. Few students, they will understand, remember better pictorial representations, means if you show them anything in the form of figures, they will remember better. Some students can remember better if you show in the form of videos. So basing on the kind of students you have, the nature of students you have to choose the learning resources. So here again they can tell you for this particular topic which will be a better learning resource. Say for example, we have a topic of DNA replication. For DNA replication, as a teacher, I feel more than just explaining like a talk in the class, and more than explaining by showing the pictures, it will be better to show a video on this particular topic, because we all know that DNA replication is a dynamic process, right? So that video will be a good resource for this particular topic. So my dear prospective teachers, my dear prospective lecturers, I want you to suggest that to prepare for this particular topic, you list down some 10 topics and write which is the best method to explain this topic for your students. So any of these questions which you have prepared as notes can be there in your question paper. Then biological science labs. How can you make use of biological science labs to explain certain concepts? As just now I have told you about the presence of protein in milk, or to show presence of starch in potato, etc. You can make use of science laboratories. Then the 8th topic, very important topic, measurement and evaluation in biological sciences, continuous and comprehensive evaluation, CCE, tools and techniques of evaluation, and achievement and diagnostic tests. So evaluation in biological sciences. How can you evaluate a student, how best he is doing in his subject? not just the written examinations are enough. Along with the written examinations, their understanding ability, their innovative skills, their practical skills, their application skills, all these has to be given enough weightage while evaluating a student. In the previous days, students are evaluated only through their written examinations, but nowadays this is not the situation. Students are evaluated or their grades are given basing on different evaluation mechanisms, as I told you, basing on their practical skills, even basing on their communication skills, basing on their analytical skills, basing on their application skills also. To have a better understanding of this, I suggest you all to go through Bloom's taxonomy. Bloom's taxonomy, where you have good knowledge, where you can gain good knowledge about how to design objectives, how to design outcomes for every topic. Have a look at Bloom's taxonomy. That will be really advantageous before you take your entrance examination. Yeah, the 9th topic is learning disabilities, difficulties and education of exceptional disabled children in biological sciences. Here we should include about students with hearing inabilities, disability, or students with other physical challenges like maybe visually challenged people or hearing impaired people, like that. For those students, for those children, how can you teach in an effective way? So this is also very important. So as I told you at the starting, the same concept should be explained to different students in a different way. In fact, I think that is the art of a teacher, that is nothing but pedagogy of teaching. So as a biological science teacher, it is very important for all of us to adapt many methods of good methods of teaching various concepts in biological sciences. The last topic but very important topic is biological sciences and everyday life, with emphasis on non-formal biological sciences education. A question can be asked like this: which of the following includes non-formal biological sciences education? Option A is classroom teaching, option B is conducting examinations, option C is taking the students to a industrial visit or a field trip for better understanding. Here the right answer will be option C, where we go with non-formal education to make our concepts better understood for the students. That is, if you take them for a field trip, say in case of botany, if you are taking them for a forest trip or for a garden trip, they will understand different types of leaves, they will understand different types of root systems, they will understand different types of plants, like they can differentiate between shrubs, ferns, or creepers or large trees, etc. They can also understand about different variations in the green colored plants. All green colored plants will not be in the same complexion of green, right? Some will be in light green color, some will be in dark green color. So they will understand all these differences. So this is an example of non-formal biological sciences education. So I think I have explained all the 10 topics related to pedagogy in botany. I hope this presentation has given you enough inputs for your better preparation. I wish you all all the best for your exam preparation, and I wish you all to become very good lecturers in your future. Thank you all.